So we've covered 2 species of frogs, but if you recall, remember we said tonight we're going to talk a little bit about toads as well. So I want to go through some differences between toads and frogs. So first of all, frogs require their skin to be wet and moist. They breathe through their skin. Frogs have teeth, which is kind of something most people don't know. And they are just amazing creatures. Now, toads, on the other hand, are completely different. So I'm going to get out a toad, and I want you to listen in the background right now because you can hear those toads calling. It's kind of a high-pitched trill that carries on for about 30 seconds. It's kind of like, and you can hear it. So I'm going to get my toad out here. This guy likes me. He and I have been pretty good buddies. If you listen close, it's not the peep sound, but it's a long trill for about 30 seconds. There you go. And it'll last for about 30 seconds. All right, so next up is our toad. This guy is pretty cool. I love him. He's been talking to me all day. I think he's saying, I don't like the camera, let me go. But we'll just pretend he's saying, hey, this is my time to shine, baby. All right, so this is an American toad. Now, toads are very interesting because they have lungs. They breathe air through the air. They don't breathe it through their skin. Also, you'll notice his body is a little more squatty. He's got kind of a bulldog-looking kind of body, if you will, short and kind of chubby with different sized legs in the front than in the back. He has a leathery kind of skin and lots of warts. Hey, guess what? Contrary to what a lot of people think, warts don't come from frogs. They're a virus, people. But frogs have warts all over their body. Now, this guy is an American toad. He has that nictitating membrane we talked about. And if you look right here, he has 2 kind of brown, kidney-looking kind of shaped objects right behind his eyes. Those are actually glands, and they give off kind of a noxious, stinky, nasty, stanky kind of smell when something's trying to eat him. Now, obviously, he's not doing that to me right now because he knows if I was going to eat him, I'd have done it already. So he's not super intimidated by that, but he's a little bit stressed right now. But I want you to see his entire body. Now, toads, again, are pretty interesting because their skin is more rough and gnarly looking instead of the smooth skin that frogs have. They don't have teeth, but they definitely like to eat insects. You've been a pretty good friend for us tonight there, Mr. American Toad. Thank you. You can see his underbelly under his chin there that he just inflates with air to generate sound. We're just going to take a look at his backside too. You can see he's got those little warts all over him. I'm going to flip him over. We can see the other side of him as well. You can see he's got a little cyst there, but that's not anything that's too dangerous or harmful for him. And he's kind of a chubby little fellow. Webbed feet, very characteristic. And not a big fan of being upside down. So here's our American toad. Again, one of the key characteristics of toads and frogs is that they go through metamorphosis during their life cycle. So they have an egg phase, they have a juvenile phase, which everyone knows is a tadpole, and then they have an adult phase. And depending on the species, the amount of time they spend as a tadpole is quite a bit different. For example, the bullfrog, which everyone knows, the big croaking bullfrog, their tadpole phase can spend up to 2 years in a tadpole form before they go through metamorphosis and turn into an adult. All right, so here's our American toad. I know, buddy, named you Bubba, but Bubba, it's time for you and I to have a separate of ways. You've been a good guy tonight. We're going to let you go. Here we go. Like I said, he and I have been pretty good friends for a few hours here, and he's just coming right back to me. I know, you gotta go, buddy. Time for you to be free.